Hi everybody, welcome to episode 10 of Sweet Skein of Mine. My name's Amanda and I'm coming to you from Fredericton, New Brunswick. Any new viewers, this is a podcast about knitting. I'm also a yarn dyer, Sweet Skein of Mine. And anyway, welcome back any returning viewers. I haven't done this for a few weeks. We took the kids on vacation. We went away last week to the Dominican. Had a great vacation. Just a week of doing nothing. I definitely am that person though that after 5 days of it, I'm ready to come home. Like the vacation was awesome, but I start to miss home. I'm getting that way. Does that mean I'm getting old? A little bit. But we had a great vacation. It was just some quality family time. So any parents of teenagers can appreciate that. And I was with Dan, and the kids slept in every day. I'm the early riser for sure. So I had mornings by myself on the beach with coffee and knitting. And we relaxed and had some really yummy suppers every night. We went to the pool hall every night and played pool, which we never do, but it was a lot of fun. What else? I was the only knitter. I didn't see anybody. And like I'm talking the airport, on the plane, at the resort, no, I didn't see one other knitter. And I don't know if I'm the weirdo or what, but I was knitting the whole time. I probably look like the crazy lady with the wool blanket. I worked on my Cozy Memories blanket on the beach. It did get a little warm at one point, but I didn't care. So, speaking of, I did a ton of work on my Cozy Memories blanket. My fiber share friend Erin from Ontario, hi Erin, had sent me in my little gift box a whole bunch of minis, and I got every single one of them that you sent, Erin, are in my blankie now. So I can't remember how many you sent, but I did count a total of, I think you sent me 10. They're all in here. And I counted how many squares I actually got in on vacation, and I think I got like somewhere between 10 or 13. And anyway, the little pretties that you sent me, there's one, here. So this is an ongoing project, and I assume it'll be for like another year or two of just picking away at it, because I do want it to be turning out to be a significant size blanket. Not too big, but anyway, it's fun just to pick away on, and so I got that, all those minis put in. So again, thank you, Erin, for that lovely package. I also came home to my fiber share friend that I had sent a gift to, sent me a thank you, and Mioka, you didn't need to do that. That was so sweet of you. What a fun surprise. But I have to show you, I kept the ball band. It's Color Adventures. It's one of, she's from BC. It's one of their local colorways, or dyers. Anyway, here it is. All knit up, super pretty. So thank you. Yeah, so I got a lot done on that. And I also have to show you the card that she sent with that mini, because it's adorable. Look at that. How cute is that? I'm gonna save it. And so all that knitting done on my Cozy Memories. I tend to do a lot of vacation knitting. Yeah, on my on this blanket. It's not something I really work on at home, but like car trips and vacations, this is my little thing to bring with me for sure. So I also have a finished product. Ta-da! I got socks done. And this is in my colorway, Sweet Skein of Mine. If you're a flamingo, I'm a flamingo. And so I finished them. I had meant to bring my new book, my sock architecture book, with me, just to kind of read and just to look at some other heel patterns or whatever, just because I've always done the afterthought heel. And I love doing it. It's easy, but I'm ready to switch it up. And of course, Teddy's barking at me to go out. So this seems to be like an ongoing thing. One moment, please. There you go. So yeah, I got socks done. And yeah, I was saying I forgot to bring my book with me, but I was poolside and I got to the part where it was time to throw in yarn for the afterthought heel, and I was like, I don't want to. I want to try something different. So I Googled how to do a heel flap and gusset, and I found a YouTube tutorial, and it was called Knitting Blooms. And if anybody needs a simple, easy tutorial on how to do this, she was wonderful. So I followed her tutorial, and look, I did it. I did first time. So I wouldn't say that it's any easier or any more difficult than doing the afterthought heel, but I loved the change. I loved having something different to do. Her instructions were very straightforward. However, I will say this fits me so much better than the afterthought heel. It's like it's more snug to my instep. So I like the fit of this better. So this is gonna be my new heel. I'm totally gonna try some other ones from the sock architecture just to mix it up. But anyway, so finished project. Just have to block these babies, but I'm excited because this yarn is so nice and soft. So yeah, got that done. I did work on my Rivage, that big rectangle Brooklyn tweed shawl that I'm doing, but it's getting really big and it's getting heavy. So it's no longer my throw in my purse, certainly didn't bring it to the beach with me kind of project. Just, anyway, it's over there on the couch. I'm a little more halfway through. Maybe next podcast it'll be done. So, but nothing significant to show you anything on that. So what I did, just because the socks are done, so like I said before, I need a project on the go all the time, kind of like for my purse or for sitting in the car waiting for kids to get off work or at a volleyball practice, or there's just always something. I'm kind of sitting, sometimes waiting. That's the parent thing, right? So I started a new project on our trip, and my mom suggested this pattern. It's a free pattern. Look at this paper. It's been like wet. It's been everywhere. And it's called the Be Simple Shawl. So this is what it's gonna look like. It's just a long asymmetrical one that you can wrap around and tie. I like those ones. And super easy, like you can read it once and continue knitting on the pattern like that's. You don't need to refer back to the paper much at all. So here it is. And I'm doing this on my Sweet Skein of Mine colorway Donut Kill My Vibe. So it's a natural base. I love it. I think it turned out so pretty. It's got flecks of fuchsia pink and browns, and anyway, it's on my Addies. Guess I should mention I did my socks on my Hayahayas. And I think I've mentioned before, these are awesome needles. Like the price point, they're like less than half the cost of Addies, I think, and there's nothing to not love about them. The join from the needle to the cable, perfect. So I'm gonna start buying more Hayahayas, I think. But I do love my Addies. And this, I'm using an Addie size 6mm. So yeah. And after that podcast last time, I was talking about Donut Kill My Vibe. One of my Instagram friends, Nancy, messaged me, and her daughter works at the donut bar. So she sent them, I think, a little blip of my podcast, just kind of saying how the donut bar inspired this colorway, and anyway, they thought that was fun and sent me a message. Anyway, Sam, Nancy's daughter, who works at the donut bar, had come to pick up some yarn for her mom and brought me donuts. It was so awesome. And I totally get why people, like, they wait in line for these donuts. And they sell out twice a day. Like, they make a decent sized batch, and then once they sell out, that's it. Then they close shop, and they're rocking. Like, they can't keep them stocked at all. So that's perfect. And I'm so happy I got to try them. Oh my gosh, so thank you, Sam. That was sweet of you to bring them. All because of this colorway. So that was my vacation knitting. I got socks finished, I got a shawl started, used up all my fiber share minis in my memories blanket. Yeah, I guess, I don't know if I mentioned the colorway I used for these though. It's, if you're a flamingo, I'm a flamingo. Just pretty pink stripes. These are my new favorite socks. And well, because they're pink, and pink is my, you know, my thing. And they fit awesome. I love, so anybody that's just only done the afterthought heel, Nitti, try the heel flap and gusset. So fun. She's a girlfriend of mine who just got into knitting. Also, before we went away, they were looking for test knitters for this, this lady, Emma Lois from the UK, just put it out there looking for test knitters. And she wrote a pattern for a cowl, and it's called the Happy Cowl. And it's for little ones, super cute. So yeah, I said, sure, I want to try it. And I got it all done. So I did this before we went away. It's still wet because I blocked it yesterday. But anyway, good job, Emma. It was, the pattern was perfect to read, very straightforward, easy. So I'm going to, my cousin's little girl, Ava May, is gonna model it for me. And I'll get some pictures and put it on Instagram and post the pictures in my review. She revised it to make it a little shorter, but I kind of like this. I like it. I like how it's all gonna kind of scrunch down and just extra warmth. Super cute. So she's Emma Nitti on Instagram if you want to look her up. Yeah, so she does patterns, and I don't know if she's just waiting for all the feedback on this first, but it's going to be out there soon, and I recommend it. Like, what an easy, sweet gift for a little one. I love the hearts. And I used inexpensive yarn for this, and I've got a ton left. But I used Lion's brand, called for chunky yarn, so I used that. And I used a Bernat, just yarns I grabbed at Michael's. The only thing is, the only 8mm needles that I had on hand were my stinky Addie needles. And I'm positive it's like the coating to make them this gold color, because the silver ones don't stink. That's mean, awful to say, isn't it? But the gold ones, my stinky needles, but I keep them on hand just in case. So clearly, I don't like them. So I got that done. So Emma, yeah, great job on the pattern. Easy to read, loved it. I have not done any more work on my penguono, and because I look at it and I go, yee, I forget where I left off, and I don't know if anybody's done that before, when you are in the middle of a project and you kind of put it down for too long and then you forget where you were and your head's got to like re-wrap around the pattern details. That's where I'm at. I feel like, ugh, I don't want to. But that's silly, because it should have been done by now. It's an easy pattern, it's easy to read, and big needles, it goes quick. I don't know. But also I got really distracted too. My other distraction is I'm gonna make the pom-pom party slippers by the Wooliers. I don't know if anybody's seen that, but that's a distraction. But I will get back to my penguono. I'm gonna do that this weekend. Pick it up and figure out where I left off, and so I got that done. Also, I signed up for the wool swap. I don't know if anybody else saw that on Instagram. It's just called Wool Swap. If you go to their homepage, and there's a link, and registration's open until March 19th. So I love doing the fiber share. Like, I love being able to kind of meet Erin and Mioka. Mioka is now my Young Living essential oil rep. Like, I don't know, it's kind of fun to make these connections, and then you have some common threads along the line that you actually didn't expect. So the wool swap It's kind of like the same thing as the fiber share. So you fill out a form kind of about yourself, your interests, and what else did it say? Oh, if you want to have a partner within your own country or ship worldwide, you have that option. So yeah, if you're interested, it's we'll swap, and it's open until March the 19th. So anyway, it's fun. It's fun. My friends call me the birthday Nazi, because I love giving presents. I do. I love it. So this is fun for me to send a stranger a little package of gifts, and then the bonus is that you get something in return. So it's a lot of fun. So I got that done. I guess I could mention something that I have on. I quickly grabbed the pattern before I sat down. It's called the Tremont Snood or Snood. I don't know. It's a paid for pattern by Sylvia Hager. So anyway, yeah, it's just kind of like this little capelet, and I love it. It's cozy, and it keeps you warm, and it was so easy. It's in the round. It's all knit, except for this part is it's a seed stitch just on one side, and I made this a while ago. I can't remember if you increase as you go or decrease as you go, but I think this would be a nice gift to give to somebody too. And I used Tarjee Manly, but I like it too, and they're worsted, and it's so pretty. I ordered this from Blue Moon Fiber Arts. Yeah, Tarjee worsted. It's super soft. So that, I feel like there's stuff I'm forgetting to show you. But I guess I'll go on to show my new colorways. I ordered these minis a while ago, and I've been itching to dye them up, and I didn't know what I wanted to do with them. I'm eventually going to do sock sets, like for the heel and toe. But with Easter coming up, I got thinking it might be fun to do a little set of minis called Speckled Eggs. So there's 6 of them in one, and there's 3 left in my shop if anybody's interested, but they're 6 20-gram skeins, and I think they're cute. So I'm going to put these all in my cozy memory blanket too. So I was going to, after being on vacation, clearly inspired to do like a tropical colorway, and then I was on Instagram the other night, and after, reading a lot of posts after Stephen Hawking passed away, there was one quote. I had to write it down just because it was nice, and so here it is. Something that he had said. They posted a lot of wonderful things that this genius of a man said, but this was one of my favorites. It says, however bad life may seem, there's always something you can do and succeed at. While there's life, there is hope. So it immediately kind of inspired me to do colorways based on that, and forego the whole tropical kind of theme. So here is one, and I love this. It's just kind of soft and kind of romantic, but I called this Hope. And it is a natural base with speckles of like tans and peach and orange and a couple little hints of black. So there's Hope. There's that one. And then I did the Big Bang. And this is kind of like an ombre of grays. And there's purple and blue and pink and yellow. If anybody's interested, that I took pictures, and they're on my Instagram page and of course on my Etsy shop. So anyway, just a little homage. So those are new colorways that I have done up, and that's kind of it. So I've got a few things finished, a few things on the go. Like I said, I want to make those pom-pom party slippers by the Wooliers. Maybe pick up that penguino again. Ugh, like I said, I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah, picking up a pattern that I haven't looked at in ages makes me cringe. And work on that shawl. Yeah, get some fun stuff on the go. I haven't worked anymore on my the easy one by Hohi Locatelli that I just cast on. I haven't done anything more on that, but I will. Yeah, and it's St. Patrick's Day weekend, so have fun, everybody. We won't be doing much. I don't want to. I want to, believe it or not, have a Sopranos marathon. I caught one episode on the plane on the way home, and I was like, oh my gosh, why have I never watched this before? So that's gonna be my Saturday. And yeah, tonight gonna go out for a beer, meet my dad and some friends for a beer. We're lucky in Fredericton. We have 5 or 6, gosh, maybe more, microbreweries. My favorite's Trailway. So like Belgian style, unfiltered, citrusy, yummy beer. So we're gonna go out for a beer tonight. And that's really it. And then probably get some knitting done, some dyeing done. And what else? I had mentioned like I put a little blip on my Instagram feed as a thank you for the feedback. And honestly, I really want to send out a huge thank you to everybody that's sent me the messages. I feel like I say this on every podcast, but thank you so much. It means a lot. So taking a little idea last summer and going through with it, and the dyeing has been a ball. Naming the skeins has been a ball. It's been fun. It's for my little hobby side job. I love it, but I had no idea the connections I would have with people and the conversations that we've had. I hope everybody's loved ones are doing well. And yeah, and thanks for all the messages. So have a wonderful weekend, everybody. Happy Friday. And yeah, hope I inspired you to make one of these projects or start something new. I don't know. Share what you're doing. So happy knitting, everybody, and I will see you in a couple weeks. Okay, thanks. Bye-bye.